turn this down. And sorry, Selena, I love you, but I want to listen to some hip-hop while the kids aren't in the car. Anyway, hi, it's Erin. It is VEDA Day 8. It is also my son's birthday. Koi is 18 today. And I can't believe that he's 18. He's technically an adult right now, which is completely insane to me because it feels like I just had him. He was just a little baby and now he's, 18. So anyway, so it's his birthday, so I decided to try to look presentable today, do my hair and put on some makeup and, actually look like I care about what I look like. But we're going to go to the movies. So, Koi decided that he wants to see Kong. So, the kids went inside Target so that they could get movie theater candy for us. Because, I'm sorry, I'm not paying $4 and $5 for a box of candy. That's just ridiculous. I just can't do it. I'll buy popcorn. I'll buy slushies, but candy, I just can't do it. I can't spend $4 and $5 on like a box of M&Ms. That's just insane. So we're at Target where you can get the box of M&Ms or whatever for $1. So that's what they're in there doing right now. I sent them in there so that I could vlog because they don't want to be in the vlogs right now. And I just wanted to have a little bit of time to be able to do my vlog for the day. So they're picking out their candy and getting some candy for me. And I'm sitting out here waiting for them. So, I thought I would talk about, just really quickly, about being an introvert and being an Uber driver. So, a lot of people think that being an introvert is the same thing as being shy or the same thing as being antisocial, and that's not the case. Without getting into a long explanation for people who don't really understand what it means to be introverted, just very briefly, it is about energy. So people who are extroverts tend to get their energy from being around people, and they, like the buzz of the crowd. They like being around people, getting their energy from them because it's like stimulating for them. For introverts, like myself, being in social situations for a really long time drains me. For introverts, we don't mind being in social situations. Sometimes we might be a little awkward. I know I can be really awkward sometimes. But, I like going out and doing things and being with people. But after I'm done, I'm like, okay, that was a lot. Let me go home and just kind of veg out a little bit and read a book, watch TV, spend some time with myself. And that helps me to bring my energy back up. So being around people spends my energy, and being alone helps me to gain that energy back. So that's the opposite of somebody who is an extrovert who likes to have people around all the time and gets their energy from people. So anyway, you might think that it might be difficult to be an Uber driver as an introvert, but it actually is a really good job for people like us. Because at first, when I first started, I was like, oh gosh, what am I going to do? People are going to want to talk to me. And, I can't stand small talk. Most introverts can't stand small talk. Oh, how's it going? How's your day today? Well, great weather we're having. Like, that kind of stuff is just so boring. Introverts tend to want to have stimulating conversations. So, we want to talk about interesting things. We want to learn about people. So if we can get past the small talk and get into more interesting things like, asking a person about what they do for a living or where they live or if they're visiting, where they came from, or if they're visiting the area, what they're doing, or whatever, just getting into a little bit of a deeper conversation than that superficial, oh yeah, how's the weather today? Are you liking it? You know, that kind of stuff is just like, because it's like, it's one of those things where you kind of feel like you have to have some canned answer ready for that. Like, oh yeah, I love the rain, or oh, it's really hot today. You know, it's something that feels very forced. But if you can have a conversation with somebody who, you know, really wants to talk and have a dialogue, it's a lot easier. So I find that there are a couple of different types of passengers that come in. There's passengers who come in and just want to talk the whole time and chat, which, you know, can be exhausting, but it can be really interesting because, you know, we're talking about them, and, you know, sometimes they're asking about me, and, you know, we're having an actual conversation. And then there are some people who want to do the, you know, the very casual small talk type of conversation that, oh, you know, I'm so glad that it's Friday, you know, all that, that type of thing, which there's nothing wrong with that type of conversation. But for me, as an introvert, I can't stand that. But, you know, of course, I'm going to talk to that person in that light, casual, superficial way if that's what they want. And then there's some passengers who come in and, you know, I just say, hi, how are you doing? And they say, oh, I'm fine, how are you? And I say, I'm fine. And then that's it. That's the end of the conversation, and we don't talk again until they get out of the car. I really love those, if I'm being honest. I love it when, you know, we can both be quiet and we're just listening to music. So, I mean, it really varies. But driving for Uber as an introvert, I think, really works out well because, you know, this is my space, this is my car, I feel comfortable here. I'm working for myself as an independent contractor with Uber. I set my hours, I set my time. I'm able to feel really comfortable with this job because, you know, I'm in control of a lot of the aspects of this job. So I think in that way it's a really positive experience to have as an introvert, because I'm in a space that feels very comfortable for me because this is my environment. And even though people are coming into my space and riding in my car and, you know, either talking to me with really great conversation or talking to me with, you know, the little bit of small talk, it only lasts for a few minutes and then it's on to the next passenger. And so far I haven't really had any bad experiences or anything like that, so hopefully that'll continue to happen. Knock on wood. I don't have any wood. Knock on. But, you know, I think for the most part it's very positive. I will say that some days when I have a lot of passengers in the car and I've had to do a lot of talking, you know, I'll have to go home and kind of regroup for a minute before I can go about the rest of my day. But it's not that bad. It's not as bad as it was when I used to work customer service and I would have to, you know, be on the phone all day. You would think that would be a crazy job for an introvert too, but it's actually a good job to work in a call center if you're an introvert, but it is very draining. So this job as a driver for Uber is much, much less draining than pretty much any of the jobs that I've had before. I think probably the best job that I ever had, even though I didn't make the best money at it, but the best job I ever had was bartending. That was fun. That's a great thing to do as an introvert because you can really people watch doing something like that. And in a way, Uber is like that too. Uber is a way to kind of people watch, but then at the same time interact with those people that you're watching because they're in your car, you're talking to them, you're gaining information, and you're having good conversations. So it's, you know, it's fun. It's draining sometimes, but it's fun. And I'm happy that I'm doing it, and hopefully it stays that way. So I just kind of wanted to talk about that because, you know, I know that introverts might kind of, you know, not really consider this type of employment, but it's something that's good. It's something that's fun. It's something that I like. So hopefully you know, other people who are experiencing the same types of things that I am in terms of being an introvert will like a job like this too. So I sound like a commercial, but you know, I just wanted to kind of put that out there, that, you know, this isn't just a job for extroverts. You don't have to have like this bright, bubbly personality. You don't have to, you know, be chatty Cathy. You can just be yourself and still make good money and have a good time doing it. So anyway, that's it. I'm surprised my kids aren't back yet from getting the candy, but they probably will be back soon. So let me wrap this up before they come back out, because then I'll have to abruptly end the vlog, and I don't want to have to do that. So anyway, thanks for spending your time today listening to me talk about being an introverted Uber driver. Again, this is VEDA Day 8, my son's birthday, so happy birthday, Koi. And I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching.